guys, welcome back. And I was going to introduce the players, but then I was like, wait a minute. We got this guy named here. His name is Kevin. We haven't heard his voice in over a week and a half. Kevin, please introduce our players.
Thank you. Yes, my voice at about 50% capacity right now, but hopefully it will suffice. Up here in the top right-hand corner of the map, Cloud Kingdom, we have our yellow Protoss player from the Team Prime. Arguably their best player right now, it's Creator. And his opponent down here at the bottom left-hand corner. It says the next, but of course the next merged with Startale quite a while ago. It's our red Protoss player, Avenge. And speaking of PvPs, I don't know if you guys had the chance over the weekend to watch some Pro League, and were able to catch a match between a certain Argo and Hero. That was my highlight of the weekend, StarCraft speaking.
Yeah, certainly. Argo opening with that 2 Zealot pressure off the 2 gateways and just getting aggression onto Hero and looking like he just might be out of the game, but suddenly Argo made a small mistake, had 4 Zealot chase against 1 Zealot across the middle of the map, and then with some amazing micro, Hero made the comeback, some great 3-stalker micro with probes getting in the way, constant mineral tricks, just pure awesomeness. So congratulations to Hero for getting that win, and he actually wound up winning the series overall for IPTL.
Yeah,
getting 3 more wins.
Yeah, ended up taking a 3-win in that set. Of course, Pro League's just a best of 7, so a little bit shorter than our format, although they do bounce between what people kind of consider as the typical Pro League format and the all-kill format that we usually use in IPTL.
We're cooler anyways. Everyone should go our route. IPL, gangsters for life.
And a couple of big things that are coming up soon, too. Guys, we did just announce today that we're going to have a new map tournament that'll be happening very, very soon. So check out the thread on Reddit right now, reddit.com/r/StarCraft. It's up towards the top. You shouldn't be able to miss that.
Yeah, I think last I saw it was top 6 at least. It was kind of teetering around there, but definitely get out there, get in there. It's open tournament. Just sign up. You click on a little link. You put your name in, your email address, and you are good to go. So we want to see play on those maps. It's really important for us because 2 of them most likely will be getting into our IPL 6 maps pool. So get out there and play them, guys. But with the game starting to kick underway, we did notice the gas came down first here for Avenge. Creator delayed his gas a little bit and did the 2 probes into the gas. This allows him to get an expansion if he wants to in the map or in this this game, but I don't know if he'll go for an expansion.
It's so versatile, though, because you have access to those earlier simulators. You don't set your economy back that far anyway. You notice a lot of players have that extra 75 sitting around, so when a simulator doesn't really bite into that, you're not sacrificing probes to get it done. But then you can decide, all right, well, you know, they're going for something really high-tech. I need to kick it into high gear and drop 3 on each, and then I can move into tech myself. Or I can go ahead and pull some off and play a little bit slower game if they're going for an earlier expand. Or I have the flexibility just going for 2 on each to actually end up moving into very quick blink stalkers.
Yeah, well, Zealot did pop out here for Creator, and that was actually allotted by him because he went for the later gas. He was able to have enough minerals to get out his Zealot and then fall up into his Stalker. Notice we have Avenge just now going for a Stalker, chrono boosting out his Warp Gate as well. He's going to have Stalker pressure coming across the middle of the map. Probably going to wait till he gets the second one going. While at the same time, Creator's following up with his own Robo. Very safe build here from Creator. Just wants to be able to get an Observe on the field, and if he wants to follow up into Blink Stalkers, which is really easy to build into out of 2 assimilators, he could go that route.
Creator always has really nice building positioning, too. In PvP a lot, you see a tendency to do what these players are doing now, drop everything really nice and close to the Nexus. You're not worried about walling off. You're not worried about anything like that. So you keep everything just nice and hidden inside of your base. But Creator takes the time to drop the Robo down here to the bottom of the base, gets it a little bit closer to his opponent, makes it a little bit harder to detect. Just a very small thing, but it's still those little differences that really separate those top players.
And notice that rally point as well. Is he going to go straight into, oh, look at this, 4 gates fall into a Robo, so interesting play here coming from Creator.
Yeah, we're going to see a high ground warp-in maybe here in just a second. Of course, the 4 gates that are still used nowadays, oh yeah, definitely Warp Prism here in just a bit too if he decides to go for it. There will be that 200 minerals. We'll see if he saves up for it in just a second. But you know, Avenge, he's going to have a reasonable defense prepared back at home. If he expands, he could be in a little bit of trouble because he'll be forced to cancel that.
Oh, snap. He's looking like he wants to go that route. Yep, he's going to go for an expansion, but this is holdable. He is going straight into an Immortal. Yep. Got to make sure, like you mentioned, not to allow any Warp-ins on the high ground. Got to be very active around his main. And actually, he just lost a Stalker in the middle of the map, I believe. Was that a Stalker?
And did he lose a Stalker? He's still got 1 out there.
I think he had 2 that came out.
No, okay, he only lost his 1 probe. Okay. But the probe was sitting on the Xel'Naga Tower, and importantly, saw 2 Stalkers and a Zealot very early. So he actually canceled his intentions to go. All right, he had queued up a second Immortal. He had that probe sitting there for a long time, but we'll see how he deals with this 4-gate pressure.
Yeah, Creator going to be getting aggressive very soon. We do have a probe going to that 3rd in the bottom right corner here of Cloud Kingdom. There it is. So we'll be getting some pylons thrown down. You usually want to put one right where that probe is at, and then actually another one down by that ledge at the natural. Oh, looking like after scouting that Nexus and realizing maybe I can't get anything done, so I'm going to go ahead and expand. So Creator, going to be okay for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Avenge is going to pull out a little bit of an economic advantage here. Creator Prime's going to have 4 gates sitting around that he really can't do anything with and invest into the robotic space. So these are going to be dead weight for a while. You can see all of them are finished with their cooldown. He's not occupied any of them for a while now. So that does give Avenge a little bit of an advantage because he can start to catch up on his production as his minerals actually allow him to do so. His his Nexus is going to be finished faster. Really just everything working out for him pretty well.
Well, a smart play from Avenge, getting that Immortal out immediately. Sometimes you see an Observer come out first, and he went straight for that Immortal, allowed him to be really safe and go for expansion. His game plan was to get a Nexus down in some way, some form, and he succeeded in doing so. Creator, of course, realizing that, as mentioned, did fall up into his Nexus, but wow, even adding a 5th gate here. Is this going to be a cancel into...
Well, he's got that robotics bay, though, too.
Yeah,
that would be extremely ballsy.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I just feel like everything's so delayed going into a 5th gate as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of timings where you can go up to a 7 gate with the robotics bay and then just warp in everything at once, and suddenly you just have a huge flow of units, but you're just dead weight for a while. Literally, you can be attacked at any point before that, and you'll die. But 5 gate off robotics bay, we'll see how it works out for him.
All right. Well, his first Colossus is on the way. Now, of course, this is another little advantage that Avenge is carrying for himself, too, is because even though he decided to go for a little bit later tech in the robotics bay and stuff like that, Creator Prime is going to have to push out on the map if he wants to try and get something done. And the time it takes for him to push out across the map is going to give Avenge enough time to get that Colossus done and establish a better defensive position. So we're not trying to say Creator's down and out of this game. It's just, you know, Avenge, just by nature of not taking any pressure from the early 4 gates that were constructed by Creator, has a nice little advantage for himself built up in this game.
Yeah, he's essentially getting a huge advantage off the delays from Creator, but now Stalker going to go in and deal with this pylon, won't even allow it to go up, and that just nullifies his push immediately. I think there is a pylon down in the bottom right corner going up, though. Okay, so that one did complete. That's going to help out a lot more, but still a bit more of a walk distance, more time for Avenge to prepare. And it looks like Creator's going straight for the aggression. Colossus is on its way.
But look at that. That Colossus was started 25 seconds earlier, and Avenge is actually able to use his faster than Creator's, was even able to walk across the map. So Avenge now, well, he has to watch out a little bit. If he had gotten on the low ground, that would have been a nice attacking position for Creator, but it doesn't look like he's going to get himself that advantage.
And again, Avenge about halfway done with another Colossus. Might want to wait. Oh, getting some free poke here, actually. Will in the force fields. The second Colossus, or the Colossus from Creator, does pop those right away, but it just looks like a better spread here from Avenge, but Creator moving straight in. He does have the extra gateway member done to help him out with another warp in or so, but this Colossus got the first free shot from Avenge, and he is just wrecking through this army, and a GG from Creator. Wow.
Whoa, and Creator, arguably the best player out there for Prime, is already down in game number 1. Now, Prime has always been a team that's been fine with sending out their strongest players right away. We saw a period of time in our own team leagues where when Marine King was on top of the world, he was coming out first every time. You could just count on it. Marine King was going to come out first, and oftentimes was punished for it.
Wow, just interesting Creator being thrown out. I'm interested to see who they're going to throw up afterwards. Of course, they do have Beyond, who's currently in Code S as well, and then Marine King Prime to follow up. But geez, I'm just really surprised by Avenge. Avenge is going for that build that he wanted to go for. He wanted to get that Nexus down. He played everything safe and was just ready for anything that Creator threw his way. Nice job of scouting as well, looking out for those pylons. I think around that 3rd. If you ever get a 3rd down at your base in a PvP at your 3rd of Cloud Kingdom, then suddenly you might be in a lot of trouble. That's a really quick reinforcement route, and he just made sure that never happened. Just overall, a nice advantage that he took advantage of. Put that word in there twice.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to run to a commercial break. Big news, though, that we want to let you know. Tickets are on sale right now for IPL 6. That's right. They're already on sale, and if you actually buy general admission tickets by the end of the month, they're only $15. $15 to go see basically the best esports event ever. That's awesome. So if you want to check those out, head over to IGN.com/IPL6. That is the number 6. IGN.com/IPL6. You'll see a big tickets thing up in the top left-hand corner. Whole page will tell you all about our tournament and such, schedules, what's going to be coming up over the next couple of months. That will, of course, be at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas from March 28th through the 31st. And right now, we want to know who's actually coming to IPL 6. So tweet at us. I'm at Kevin Naki. You switched your Twitter. You're now at IPL Robin.
That's right. You caught that at least. That's good. While you were gone, man. Still touching base with IPL. Yep. Finally changed it up.
Doing my job.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, man. I'm not. You're in Mexico, dude. It's like a really beautiful city. I wouldn't look at the internet. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be there buying the cheap beers. But anywho, get out there and buy those tickets, guys. Really important. And make sure to let us know if you're coming. We want to read them out loud on, of course, the set. So let's head to a commercial. We'll be right back.